Guys, you need to know when to let a person go. Today's topic on All About Life is going to be the time when you need to actually push people away from your life, because you got to make sure you're moving forward. It's all about you. I know that's my cheesy catchphrase, but at the end of the day, your life keeps moving whether you have people in it or not. It doesn't matter. So you need to know when it's time to let people go, because they are not cutting it. They either are making life harder for you or more difficult, or they just don't align with your goals, your own journey, put it that way. So I'm going to list several points of when you need to drop a person out of your life. And to start off is when a person starts becoming flaky. It doesn't matter if you've been with that person for a day or you've been with that person for years. If an individual starts to become flaky, they're not showing up on time, or they just are going MIA on you, they say they're going to do something, but they don't, it's about that time to let them go. Especially, women, you already know how they are. When you're interacting with a woman and she's yours, or she's highly interested in you, or you've been in a long-term relationship, you already know her tendencies. We all have them. And if she is starting to act different, she's switching things up on you, she's not behaving the same way that she normally does, and she starts to flake on you, there's a reason. Something's going on in her life, and obviously it's more important than you, or more important than what you wanted to do. And again, it's not something that happens once, it's when it's just repeatedly happening. So the advice I'm giving you guys and girls is to make sure when you're paying attention to someone, these things are reoccurring. So if you notice a pattern, you gotta let them go. Next, when they start making excuses on things that are meaningful for you. So this can be in any situation where something's very important and that person ends up making an excuse to either cancel or not be a part of what you really need in order for it to get done. So there's so many things in life, there's so many things that we strive for and we have to do. If an individual is not down for you, if they're not willing to do whatever it takes to get something done, especially if it's important for you, then you need to let them go. When it comes to working on relationships, let's say you're with a person and you want to work on a relationship with them and they're not having it. They either see you a certain way, let's say they're your friend, quote unquote, or they just want to be friends with you. And you're like, wait, no, I never ever said I wanted to be friends with you. I wanted either a relationship, I wanted to date, I wanted to sleep with you, whatever the case may be. You have to let these things be known and clear. So if a person starts to switch up on you, you already know it's time to let them go, because obviously they don't feel the same about you. You have to make sure that people are going to be an asset to your life. You can't have anything in your life that's disrupting or bringing you back in life. Always move forward. Now, one of my favorites is disrespect. Now, this comes in all shapes and forms, and actually some of the previous points that I brought up could be viewed as disrespect. It's all on perspective. Example, if let's say someone is speaking to you in the sense that they're cursing at you, they're belittling you, they're putting you down, you need to cut them out of your life immediately, because that's not going to just be a one-time thing. This will constantly reoccur. See, this specific topic or this specific point that I'm bringing up is something that you need to get rid of them ASAP. This can't be something that they just do multiple times and you finally let them go. Once a person disrespects you, you gotta drop them, because it's somewhere along the lines they lost respect for you. You may know why, but either way, you can't allow anyone to treat you in that manner. If something's very important for you, like I said earlier in my other points, and they're not down for you, you gotta let them go, because that could also be a form of disrespect, especially if it's something highly that was important. Let's say you needed them to be there for an emergency and they couldn't come through when they clearly said they would. You can't allow that, because that's a situation that will escalate to something bigger. So always make sure that you respect yourself and you hold yourself to the highest esteem. So if someone tries to put you down or bring you down, you can just simply cut them out of your life. Now, when someone is not on the same page with you, okay, we all know we've had these friends, we have acquaintances, and of course, people that we were pursuing for other things. There have been moments that I've went through a lot of these things in my life, especially when someone's not on the right page. And what I mean by that is, again, if let's say you have an intention and you let it be known, let's say you like a girl, right? This is my favorite one because it happens every now and then. You like someone and you're like, all right, well, I want to go on dates with you, or you know what? This is what I see. This is how I see you, and I want to do these type of things with you. If they are not with it and they don't see you that way, you got to let them go. It doesn't matter how good their company is. It doesn't matter how good you think they are. If they're not down for you and you want those things, because if you want to be friends with someone, by all means, be friends with them. Whatever you want, go for it. But this advice is only when you know you're seeking something specific and it's not going to work. And if it's not, then you have to let them go, because all that's going to happen is they're going to be around your presence. You're going to still be having these type of feelings towards them as far as wanting to get with them. You might even start teasing yourself, because when you're with a person and you're spending time, you start getting closer. You start seeing them maybe more sexual while they're just seeing you like, oh, that's just my buddy. If your goals do not align, you gotta let them go, because that means that, again, you're only gonna put yourself in a worse predicament. And life is short. It's all about you. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta make sure that you are selfish to that extent, because you only get one life. So make sure that whatever you're doing works for you. You want someone to be a part of your life in a specific way, let it be known. They don't want it, cut them. They gots to go. This is a category that normally happens in relationships, because if you don't have a really concrete relationship with this person, then you're doing it all wrong. You don't shower anyone with a lot of your time, and you certainly do not give money to people that are not a part of your inner circle. Inner circle where I mean close friends, your family, or a significant other, someone that you value highly, okay? So now, if you notice down the line that these individuals are starting to really, almost seems like you're being used, right? They're starting to ask and require more of your energy or money or whatnot, and they're not giving or reciprocating the amount of effort that's being put or being placed into whatever this is, okay? You have to make sure that you don't allow that. If you notice that you're with a person, women or men, if you notice where you're with a person that is asking of you for money, constantly needing to borrow money or for you to spend money on them in a specific way, if it's not reciprocating, then you gotta nip it in the bud, stop that, talk to them, let them know, whoa, we ain't doing this. Like, I'm here with you, I'm here for you, but this is starting to look one-sided and I'm not with it. Always communicate. Let them know how you feel, because it could be something that subconsciously is happening. Maybe they're taking you for granted. Maybe the situation is that they always need something, so you might have to find a solution with them if you care. But again, do not allow anyone to take advantage of you, and do not allow any relationship to be one-sided. Relationships are supposed to be mutual, whether it's family, friends, again, significant others. You all are supposed to play a role in that type of relationship. You both have to put energy, effort, money, whatever it is, you both have to equally put. If you notice that it's the balance, the scale is just weighing way too one-sided, then you gotta let them go, because obviously you're being taken advantage of, okay? Never allow anyone to do that, because eventually you will see it, but when you see it, it'll be too late. You will have lost a lot of your time, energy, money, whatever it is, and then the relationship itself is just going to fall apart. And you gotta stop it right before you invest too much. And yes, guys and girls, every relationship is an investment, which is another topic that I will discuss in future videos, because I've had people actually ask me, why do you believe relationships should be an investment? It's just like anything else in life. You want to invest in a house, you have to make sure that that house is good for you. You got to make sure the location's good before you continue wasting time and money and effort to have that place built. Same goes for a man or woman. If you're with them and you're investing all this time, energy, money, you got to make sure that it's worth your while, because if it's not, then you got to clip them. You can't allow someone in your life that is not equally distributing their time with you. Last but not least, people who require favors or always have expectations, I should say. Expecting something out of an individual is definitely selfish, because you in your mind have something placed where if a situation should arise and this occurs, you will expect that person to do something for you in return. Example, let's say I go and I buy someone a gift for their birthday, right? If it comes around that it's my birthday, do I expect them to get me a gift? You might, but it's not the best thing. Do not expect anything. If they do, great, it's good, they reciprocated, it's nice. But expectations could be very detrimental, because it starts to put you in a different mind frame where now everything has to have an expectation around it. And once that happens, the relationship is bound to fail. Now, of course, I'm not saying, again, like in previous points, do not allow yourself to get used. If you notice that you're giving all this time and energy and money and they're not reciprocating, then you got to let them go, but don't expect anything in return. If they're not giving it to you naturally, then just cut them out of your life, because obviously they do not have the same amount of care or interest in you. And this goes for people that you're trying to be with, or people that you are already with, or any other type of relationship you might have with any individual. Make sure that you put yourself first. This is something that I will say in a lot of videos, because you are the most important person in this life. You are the only one living life through your eyes. Remember that. I don't know how you feel. I don't know what you see. Obviously, if we're in the same location, I can say, well, I know what you see, but it's figurative. I don't actually know what you're interpreting, how you are as an individual. Everyone is different, and you're only able to live life through your eyes alone. And because of that, you have to make sure that you are a priority. And that's something that everyone needs to do. However, when you now have a relationship with other people, you always keep them in mind. This is how you start building good relationships. You keep them in mind. Even though you are a priority, if let's say you agree to meet up with someone, then meet up with them, or let them know in advance that you can. If let's say someone tells you how they feel about you and you're not for it, let them know, hey, I don't see you that way, and hopefully we could remain friends, or hopefully we could keep whatever relationship we have the same way. And if not, then you both part ways. A lot of individuals like to deceive and make it seem like they're interested in you, or that they're willing to do certain things for you. But when the time comes, it's a failure, because they never felt that way. And the sad thing is, you will never know how they feel, because you do not live through their eyes. They're living their life, you're living your own, which is why I said you are the priority, and you have to make sure that you look out for yourself. But anyways, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, you need to know when to let a person go, because not everyone's good for you. Some people, they'll be in your life for a certain amount of time and then they exit, and that's it. And it's okay. It's okay to have people come and go, because at the end of the day, you have to look out for you, and you have to make sure that you do not allow anyone to hurt you, to put you down, to make you feel unwelcome. Remember, if you're looking for a relationship with a person, a specific type, let's say boyfriend, girlfriend type of relationship, or just you're looking for a significant other, let it be known. Put all your cards on the table. Obviously, withhold some information, personal information, until you get to know the person, but make sure that you're clear and concise of what you want, because once you do that, a person could only tell you yes or no. Again, you're living life through your eyes. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bells, because that will help you be able to watch my videos in the future. And of course, if you can, please share the video. I will greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to keep giving you guys really good content as much as I can. If you have any topics you want me to discuss, list them in the comment section below. I'm more than willing to talk with you guys. If you have any questions, you can ask them. And if you want to reach me, if it's something desperate or something that you really need to know, you can reach me at generalstarfox1991@gmail.com. Again, thank you for watching. And as always, this channel is all about you.